for men to take over this role of contraceptions, of course, there's the options of the condoms and also there's options of vasectomy. But some readers may come up with excuses and say, but I'm not doing it because it's not 100% secure. So, the topic we're going to talk about today is exactly how secure is the contraceptions when it comes to vasectomy. Let's start with vasectomy itself. What exactly is vasectomy? So if you just imagine that the testicle itself produces sperms. The sperms mature around the epididymis, delivered all the way to the prostate and ready for ejaculation. So if you decide to cut off that tube called vas, hence vasectomy, then the result of that is you produce semen but with no sperm. And that is the beauty of vasectomy. If your excuse is not having a vasectomy done is because at the end of the day it is not 100%, let's look at the statistics. If you look at the data, it says 1 in 2,000 men may face the problems of vasectomy failure. And majority of these will occur in the first 3 months of the operation. Why? It's because sometimes the area that we tie actually becomes a bit loose and that creates something called sperm granulomas. Essentially, it's a collection of sperms. Sometimes you might have problems with hematoma, which is a bit of blood loss and subsequently develop into an infection, which is called abscess. So nature finds its way and actually find the two ends together and let it meet again. So, in order to ensure that the whole thing is 100%, then you do a test called sperm analysis about 3 months after the intervention. So the vast majority of people who had failure would have had that detected earlier on. Of course, nothing is impossible, right? There's a few reported cases of people are completely shocked 7 years after the vasectomy, then they found out to impregnate their wife. Obviously, a lot of question mark raised about where the baby came from, and eventually checked for semen analysis and found out that there are still viable sperm 7 years after the vasectomy itself. Dr. G can't explain why that happened. Some scientists said the cut area were a bit too short, but why does it happen after 7 years? We really don't know. But at the end of the day, the risk is very small. It's still 1 in 2,000 and vast majority of them is early part of the operations. So for the last installation of contraceptions, of course we need to touch on condoms, right? Okay, so what we're going to do next week is to discuss putting business and pleasure together. So can condom achieve its effectiveness but yet enhancing the pleasure? Stay tuned on Putting Dr. G on the Spot.